open Photoshop, then click on File, then Open. Ask your teacher where to find the glacier.png file to follow the instructions. You see on my screen I have a list, but I want to see the actual thumbnails. So what I'm going to do is click here in the More Options box and then choose any of these icons. Now you can see the pictures that are in your folders. Click on the picture, so we want this glacier picture, and then click Open. You should see the same glacier picture on your screen. Now you want to click on the Type tool. You want the horizontal type tool. For our lesson, we're using Arial. If you don't have this font, you can substitute for another one that's dot. And we want the type or font color to be white. Currently, you can see here it is black. So click there, and then use the color picker to choose white up in the top left corner. Click OK after you choose white. Now you want to click on your picture and type the word glacier all in caps. Now we want to change our type. So we're going to press Ctrl A to select the text. Remove the caps lock if you were using the caps lock. So I press Ctrl A, and we want the size of our text to be at least 72. On my screen you can see it's size 36. So we click on the drop down, choose 72. Now we want to right click the type layer in the Layers panel and choose Convert to Smart Object. This will make your text editable. You know it's a smart object because a new icon will appear inside the layer thumbnail in the bottom right, like here. Now you want to click on Edit, then Puppet Work. I want to see my text bigger, so I am going to press Ctrl plus to zoom in. Now we can see the text bigger. So your cursor will look like a push pin. Here's my cursor. It doesn't look like a push pin because I haven't clicked on it yet. Once I click on it, now you see I have a push pin like the instructions say. Each time you click, Photoshop will create an anchor point, a point where the image will bend. You want to click once at the top of each letter and once at the bottom. So we're on G here, we'll click on the top one time. Then we'll click on the bottom one time. Then we'll do L. Then we'll do A. And these are your anchor points that you're making. You do it for each letter. So after you have added at least 2 anchor points to each letter, you can drag the mouse on any anchor point to tilt the letters. So I'm going to go to G here, and now I am going to drag. And I'm going to L, and I'm going to drag. A. You can use the bottom one also like this. It doesn't look exactly like the paper looks. You can drag them however you want. And I want to drag my L here some more. Once you have the letters how you'd like, you go ahead and press the Enter key to accept the warp. So why did we take the extra steps to create the smart object? Because now you can double click on the icon to make changes to your text. So you can double click on the icon here. And there's our text. And you can select it, or you can press Ctrl A. Notice the new file opens up. Now you can make changes to your text here. So we want to change the color from white to blue. So we have white here. Now you can look for a fresh looking blue. You notice your text looks the color that you chose, so you press OK. So we have two files. This is a new file called glacier.psb that opened up. Your original file is here where you have the image and you had written glacier. So what we want to do is once we're done with our text, we want to close it with this X here. Do you want to save the changes? We put yes. Now you should see your new text color now that the smart object was closed. Now our text doesn't stand out very much though because it's blue and the background is kind of blue. So we want to go ahead and add a drop shadow. So we want to click on the Add a Layer Style button at the bottom of our panel. So this little FX button is to add a layer style. And we want a drop shadow. So now that you have the drop shadow layer style open, all you have to do is click OK. So the text is a little more noticeable now, but let's make it pop a little more. So we'll go back to our Add a Layer Style button, and this time we want to add a stroke. So the Layer Style window opened, and we're going to click on Reset to Default. This button right here. Notice that the text has a black border or a stroke around each letter. We want to make the stroke a little bigger, and we want to change the color to white. So for the size now, we want to move the slider over from 1 to a 3. This will make the stroke bigger. You can also just click and type the number you want. And for position, it says inside. We want it to say outside. Lastly, we want to change the fill type color. Currently, it's set to black. So click on the color box, and you can type in the code FFFFFF, or you can just click up here where it's white, and then press OK. And press OK again. And your text should be much more noticeable now with the glacier background. I had used Ctrl+ to zoom in to my picture. Now I want to do Ctrl- to zoom out. See how it looks. And you are finished.